Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones going right back to Fant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Jones. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Throwing, Jones.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
From the 41, Jones. This is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it didn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Here's Murray. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Murray off play action. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Lockett.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Walker with a grab, left side. And he goes out right around the 39.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
First down, Murray. Out left side here to Bryant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Murray now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Browns at 11-1 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw is Murray. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. David Njoku and the rest of the offense heading back out onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Play fake. Murray looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing now is Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And out now come the Seahawks. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Murray now on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Murray. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Chubb again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They can really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw again. And Walker has it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give running right is Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Murray. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Murray now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Operating from the gun, Murray.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Murray trying again after the pick six. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Murray with a 3rd and long.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones, left side here. That's the tight end Fant.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jordan Elliott
gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, he's got the connection to Cooper.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Murray. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. Shotgun now for Murray. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2nd and 11 now. Off play action. Murray. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Murray. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Gets around him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Up the middle, here's Walker. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Throwing Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Jones operating from the gun. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones to the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now Murray off play action. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones going right back to Fant. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught. Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? This caught by Fant toward the sideline. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 52 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Browns, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.